The exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And now an audible here into something else. Quick throw caught by Godwin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
Let's go!
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
70 Warriors 70. Cup 19. Cup 19.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Second and 10.
Red. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Viking 18.
Catch is made by Harry. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Here we go. Set. Cougar 19. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Bucky Irving hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
They're on 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready. Cowboy 8.
He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
Ready, set. Get it. 60, go.
First down, here's Mitchell. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
Viking 18.
Now they'll change things up. On 1st and 10, here's Irving. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now 2nd and 3.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And Godwin going to have a Bucs first down as he'll get this down to the 23.
A gain of 7. First down, Buccaneers.
Panthers 60, Panthers 60. Bronco switch, Bronco switch. Let go.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 9. To the left side, he gets this one to Ibuka. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 3rd and 4 now. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Viking 18.
They run out of the gun with Irving. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Just the Eagles, just the Eagles.
That's good for a first down. First and goal, Tampa Bay.
70 Lions. Ready.
Once again, it's Irving. And he stopped immediately there. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Seahawks' 9-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Here we go, set, go.
They're going to look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
A 21-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Let's go now.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got this squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Ready, break. Down. Read.
They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Seahawks at 9-6 now. Now. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 4.
Let's go. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. And they've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On the ready. Come on, come on.
They'll set up a throw. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
2nd and a yard at the 19-yard line.
Ready, ready. Dragon 60. Panther 60.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Ready.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Back to throw again. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
At the 28-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Back. Viking 18. Back to 60. Back to 60.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Ready.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Come on. 19 Tiger.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Cowboy 80. Cowboy 80.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 17-3.
Seahawks 3. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now a 2nd and 10. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Here we go, set. 70 Lions. 70 Timberwolves. Go. Ready?
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Finds Tootin out of the backfield. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Second down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. They'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Hawk 70, Hawk 7.
3rd down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And for the 2nd time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. And his kick here is good. And a 2nd field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw...
There he goes, left side. And they do finally get him at the 12. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 70 Lions. Bronco 80. Ready, ready.
A run up the middle with Irving. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
And it's third down.
Viking 18. Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Bucky Irving with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Here we go, here we go.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
They'll set up to throw. And the RPO will keep it himself. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Third down and 6.
Tag. 19 target. Ready.
Back to throw here. That is caught. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It's a gain of
85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the set. Get it.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Got it. Ready? Come on. Come on. Set. Get up.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to...
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Bayshore Tinton with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2.
The Seahawks will line up.
They'll look to throw. It's complete. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Ready? Cougar 19. Cup 19. Cup 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll drop to throw.
Looking middle, and he's got a Bucs.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of
The result, a first down, as a quick slant gets him 14. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Buccaneer first down.
Okay, ready? Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Set. Hurt. Check. Hey,
In motion left, Godwin. That will give Irving running right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Mustang 19, Dragon 60. Go.
2nd and 11. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
On the handoff, this is Irving. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Alert, alert.
Here's a handoff to Irving. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Viking 18. 79 Broncos.
Back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Emeka Egbuka, 47 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Seahawks 14. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Viking 18. Bronco 80.
Back to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play.
And that's going to bring up second down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, getting different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll look to throw again. Austin is there and brings in another one.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
From the 24 now, here's second down and 3.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
70 Timberwolves. 19 tight, 19 tight. Crackle leading. 19 Lions. Steady.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Ready up.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
Ready. Cougar 19.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Out of the gun now on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Pretty good throw there by the rookie to move the chains.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll send the tight end in motion. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth.
From the 43, here's a second down and 9.
Ready. Panther 60, Panther 60. Cougar 19.
Now they'll audible to something else.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Dragon 60.
2nd and 9 now. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Cup 19. Go.
He'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson to the 27-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Hurt! Hurt! Right there, hurt!
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, Buffalo 18. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so, and maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the set.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here this 4th quarter. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. 2nd down and 3.
Let's go. Viking 18. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Let's go.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a
60 Eagles,
Seahawks
60
first
Eagles.
down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
Second and 5.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Ready, ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Wilson's got it on the crossing route. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 26. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Go. Let's go.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Able to find Gray here. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go. 19 tight. 19. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
They'll set up a throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. From 6 yards away. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The 4th quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
Now for the point after. And that will cut this lead down to 13.
Makes the score Buccaneers 34. Seahawks 21.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. A dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Ready, set.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Let's go now.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And hard running's going to get it over the 40 to the 42. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Now they'll shift things around.
He'll find Harry on the right side. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10.
18 Rattlers. Warriors 70.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Viking 18. Go.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. You'll have to think likely another running play coming here. Second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 12-yard line.
Cougar 19. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let go.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. He's brought down.
Laughing, grinning face with sweat face with tears of joy.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They'll try again here. Second and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 hot. Let's go. Cowboy 80.
Back to throw here. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Intercepted by the Buccaneers. They'll take over first and 10. At the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Jeanette, 70 Rangers, Panther 60, 19 Lions. Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now he's going to step up and run. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10.
70 Timberwolves.
He'll look to throw. Racing to the end zone. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
At the 6-yard line.
Cardinal.
Now back to throw. Touchdown! Chris Godwin from 6 yards away. And the Buccaneers have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter.
Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Come on, let's go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A higher-scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League. But fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you have to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Tampa Bay, they move to 5-11 now on the year. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Seattle.